Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we're going to be discussing is we're going to talk about Derrick Henry signing to be the new running back for the Baltimore Ravens. If you haven't seen the news already, Derrick Henry has agreed to sign a contract with the Baltimore Ravens for a 2-year, $16 million contract. There was reports about him leaving Tennessee. It did come true. There was also reports about him going somewhere else. Could it be like the Cowboys? Could he go to the Eagles? There was a lot of different teams he could have possibly went to, but he ultimately decided to go to the Ravens. What we're going to be talking about in this video is we're going to be discussing, is this the most overkill signing we have ever seen? Mainly for the fact of, imagine now with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson on the same team. Lamar Jackson loves to do that read option. You have to respect Lamar's running ability. You have to respect Derrick Henry's running ability. Now, imagine when that ball goes to a fake handoff and you have to decide, oh shit, who am I going to tackle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through, we're going to discuss the signing of why this happened, kind of the lead up of how this happened, why Derrick Henry chose to go to Baltimore, and then like I said, we're going to discuss, is this complete overkill? So without further ado, if you're going to enjoy, as always, make sure you can drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first up, like I said, Derrick Henry, he signed a 2-year contract for $16 million. It's worth up to $20 million with incentives. When I first saw the contract, I was like, that's a little bit low. I was kind of wondering, okay, did he maybe just take the deal because he wanted to be in Baltimore? Because there is a lot of speculation around the running back market. We've discussed this already on the channel, where we talked about, are running backs underpaid? Are they undervalued? And a lot of running backs nowadays, like you see Christian McCaffrey and all the other guys, are getting upwards of $15, $16 million a year. Derrick Henry right now, only getting about $9 million guaranteed in the first year. So with that all being said, it seems like the way the contract works is he wanted to be in Baltimore. Now, one of the things that is actually kind of eye-catching is the Ravens actually attempted to trade for Derrick Henry in the last year's trade deadline. We all heard Derrick Henry talk about it in last year's trade deadline there as the season kind of went on and the season ended. He was ultimately able to talk about it, and he said that deal was very close. There was a deal for a team that was very close, and I'm pretty sure this was the team. Now, one of the things that everybody talked about with the Baltimore Ravens is they always seem like they're ready for the Super Bowl run. They seem like they have everything there, but then injuries always hit them hard, and it's mainly in the running back market. Every single running back they ever sign is always getting hurt. Whether it's been KJ or J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, they've had Justice Hill, they have a whole bunch of other running backs they've always had, and every single one of them gets season-ending injuries literally in the preseason. J.K. Dobbins, I believe last year had the Achilles injury. He is just battling through injuries. And as you can see here, Gus Edwards, he ended up signing with the Chargers, so now they needed a running back badly. So for the Ravens kind of point of view, it made sense for them because, like I said, Gus Edwards gone, J.K. Dobbins battling injuries. They needed a running back, and they don't know how J.K. Dobbins is going to look coming back from injuries. And with Derrick Henry, you can easily plug him and play. Henry, as you can see here, rushed for over 1,000 yards in 5 of the last 6 seasons. He's just been an unstoppable force. He beat the shit out of the Ravens back in, I believe, 2020 NFL playoffs. I think it was 2019-2020 season where they played the Ravens, and he just stiff-armed the hell out of every single person trying to block him. Now, a couple of things that kind of point out why this is going to make the Ravens unstoppable. Well, let's kind of point it out and look at Derrick Henry's stats. As you can see, he is all, like, you look at all the awards this man's won the past couple years. He was only the 8th player ever to hit 2,000 rushing yards in a season. He's basically always got 10+ rushing touchdowns almost every single year. He came only 500 yards short of tying Eddie George for the Tennessee Titans all-time rushing yard leader. And as you can see from that 1 year in 2021, Derrick Henry, just in half the season before he ended up breaking his foot, I believe, he had 937 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns in just the first 8 weeks. The man was on pace to do nutty things. And now when you pair Derrick Henry up with Lamar Jackson, as you can see here from the stats, 821 rushing yards. Now imagine Derrick Henry, probably with the way the offense is going to run, Derrick Henry can still get upwards of like 1,400 to 1,500 rushing yards. Say 12 touchdowns off of like 200+ rush attempts. The dude is going to be a monster. Lamar can still hit a lot of read options, some scrambles. He can take off running. And I think with the way how their system has moved to the past year, they wanted to make Lamar a very dynamic throwing quarterback. This year, I think they might just say, fuck it, let's go straight back to the read option, the run, just run heavy offense, and let's let Lamar just be a guy there. He's still going to be an MVP caliber player, but make Derrick Henry the focal point of the offense. And like I said, with Tennessee, this kind of goes in boat with what Ravens are doing right now. In Tennessee, they were a very run-heavy offense. Baltimore's a very run-heavy offense, but the problem with Tennessee was they didn't have a lot of options outside of Derrick Henry. We saw a couple years ago when they still had A.J. Brown. They signed Julio Jones for like that one stint, but they had other pieces there. Tannehill was throwing the ball better back then, and Derrick Henry was not like just being 9-man in the box trying to only bring him down. The past couple years with Tennessee, they've not had a good offense, no receivers, so Derrick Henry was, like I said, 9-man in the box, just swallow him whole. With the Ravens, you have to fear Lamar Jackson. He's got better at throwing. They got receivers. They got Zay Flowers. They had Odell last year. They're going to probably draft a receiver in this year's draft, so they're going to have some weapons, and you can't really just go, like I said, everybody in the box trying to bring down Henry. You got to respect Flowers. You got to respect everybody else. Back there, Mark Andrews is a very good tight end, 2-man on him at all times. Isaiah likely has become a pretty solid wide receiver 2 for them. But ultimately, I think I'm going to wrap it up with this. When it comes to the AFC North, here's what we're kind of looking at. Like for those of you who don't know, I'm a Browns fan. For the Browns, the Steelers, and the Bengals, we have been used to the Ravens just going in every single game, and it's if you stop Lamar Jackson, you have a chance. Now going in every single game, it's going to be if you can stop Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, you have a chance. And already trying to stop Lamar Jackson is like close to impossible task. It's like not only now do you have to play sticky covers in the back end to keep Lamar from throwing the ball to any of the receivers, also you have to keep probably like 6 guys in the box at all times to make sure Lamar can't scramble out. You got to watch the edges, make sure he doesn't take off around it, make sure you have a good D-tackle interior to make sure he can't get through there. Now you also have to worry about Derrick Henry. It's like now any times the Ravens, they could get sneaky with it. Triple options, play action where they fake the handoff to Derrick Henry. 8 guys in the box. Oh shit, it's not a run, it's a pass. Lamar's taking off running this way. Oh shit, linebacker's got to go this way. Oh shit, you have Zay Flowers streaking down the field. Easy touchdown. I'm telling you now, the Ravens are going to be dangerous next season. And it sucks as a Browns fan to say that because like I've already worried about the Steelers all these years, them constantly being good. Then we started kind of saw them the past couple of years. They've been slowing down a little bit when Big Ben retired. Now we saw Joe Burrow with the Bengals. They've been just eclipsing. Last season they had a down year with Joe Burrow's injury. The Browns finally got some momentum. And it just seems like with the Ravens every single year, even though they come up short, they are always adding talent. And this one is the one that I think can take them over the mountain. It's just going to come down to can Lamar make the big plays in the game. If they get back to the AFC title game, who's going to be the focal point? It's going to be Lamar Jackson. It's going to be Derrick Henry. Who's going to be the main piece? Like if they get back to the AFC Championship game next year and it's against the Chiefs, whatever, or whoever, are they going to say, Lamar, go win this game? Or are they going to say, Derrick, you're getting the ball 25 to 30 times a game this game, and you have to go win it? I don't know about y'all, but I think it's AFC Championship game or bust for the Ravens, and then from there, you can go further. They can definitely win the Super Bowl this year, but they have to get at least to the AFC title game. At least to the AFC title game. They have to win their division. If the Bengals win their division and like if they win it, say the Bengals get like a 14-3 record, the Ravens get like a 13-4 record, something like along those lines, I would say, okay, I see why you didn't win the division. But if the Ravens end up going out there and getting like a 10-7 record, 11-6 record, and the Bengals, like I said, are like 13-4, 14-3, I'm going to look at the Ravens like, what the fuck happened? Like, there's no excuses now with this offense. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy it, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion on the whole thing, if you think Derrick Henry signing with the Ravens was a good idea, bad idea, if you're a Ravens fan and you like the signing, dislike the signing, leave your complete opinion down in the comment section down below as to what you think about the whole thing. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that later notification bell to be notified second to post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.